make welcome our one and only, the only Duke of Shomolu, Joseph Edgar.
You don't look at my hands for nothing.
Your head
for
deserves to
nothing.
swing.
No, it's deserving of everything
You
that
have
you've
done so much, and I don't think you realize how much impact you've made in Nigerian theatre. You've brought to life some of the stories, and it's always, we're excited when we see you come, because you're going to give us some in-total gist.
Insights that we didn't you can't get anywhere. I mean, I'm someone who's big on historical events, historical monuments, and even people, and seeing that you're passionate about it, and you're taking that leeway to want to do it.
Someone is taking that deep dive.
Thank you.
That's why it's here.
Yes.
So, which one do you want to start first? Obi or Asaba?
I don't know.
Okay, let's start with
Asaba.
Asaba.
Okay.
Because you were very passionate. I remember the day you said it, but you didn't give us as much info on the story. So let's talk about Asaba. For you, this play, Asaba, what is it encompassing and why are you doing it?
Okay, so it's a very sensitive production, a very sensitive story, because in 1967 something happened that has not been officially accepted by the government. So because the government has not officially accepted it, so we have to be very careful how we tell the story.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but something very tragic, very sad happened in 1967 in Asaba. And I hadn't heard of it before. Yeah, very surprisingly, I hadn't heard of it until when I wanted to do a play on the wives and children of those people who lost their lives during the first coup.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I talk about the first coup, I talk about Tafa Balewa, I talk about, but nobody ever talks about the children who actually saw some of these men being killed, the little ones, the widows, and all of that. And then I called Professor Yerima and said, "Well, I want to do this play." But he never thought otherwise. He wasn't interested in doing the play, but he just tried to convince me why we shouldn't do the play like that. I just felt because he had the personal
attachment.
No, personal whatever against Femi Fani-Kayode, who was Minister of Arts and Culture while he was DJ of National Theatre. So I just felt that, man, you don't carry that your wahala come, because how those people talk now, but he just kept, that those people were well taken care of, government has given them scholarships and all of that, but there's no amount of money that can remove,
Bring back a life.
apart from that can help the trauma of you actually seeing your dad being shot. You actually seeing your dad being beaten up, nothing like that, So he now sent me so he told me I was working on the script, and then he sent me the script, this Asaba script, and I was reading. I don't read script, so he sent me a summary, and I was like, this really talks. I not see what's happened. And then they caught me 1,000 people, massacre. It's like, fuck. Sorry. It's like, what's this? So I called him, and then he now told me the story. I said,
I didn't know it was that deep.
It happened in this country, and then I called some of my friends who come from Asaba, and said, this is what I just heard. I said, yeah, So the more I asked, the more
information we were getting.
I said, Prof, I have to do this play. I have to do this play. And then that's why I'm doing it. Because for me, that's like what I told the king of the Asaba when I met him 2 weeks ago, was that this thing that happened in Asaba is a Nigerian tragedy.
Yes, not just an Asaba tragedy.
So you guys are just custodians of the story for us. So I've come to Asaba now to collect it from you, to tell people,
spread it,
and then give it back to you, because it could have happened anywhere in the country. Yeah. So the things that led to that, are still prevalent all over the country. So this could have easily have been Uyo, this could have easily have been Benny Kebi, this could have easily have been Abeokuta. Do you get me now? It's a Nigerian story, so it's something that all of us should connect to, not just you just be holding it and say that's Asaba. Because that's what's happening at Asaba now. Like some elements there are like, my mama died there because of that. You from Accra come and talk the story. I think like.
So
there's always a theme
with
you.
What is the theme?
What is the theme
for this Asaba? What are you trying to get out of it?
So I'm trying to bring up that the phoenix. You know how the phoenix rises from
the ashes.
Yeah, that's it. So basically, Nigeria is a country that is very fortuitous. I don't know the meaning of that word, but what I'm trying to say is that Nigeria is a country that is very resilient. Do you get? So other countries that have scattered have not gone through or attempt what we are going through, but we always shall bounce back. Do you get me now? So basically, I'm trying to bring out this story. Do you get me now? To say this is one more thing that we went through as a people, and that we are bouncing back. You get me now? So what the king told me was that in 1967 there were only 3,000 people in Asaba. Asaba, the population was just 3,000. 1,000 went. So one third went.
Wow.
Yeah.
1/3 of.
Yeah, of that 3,000. You know. So today, Asaba is the fastest growing state capital in Nigeria. I see now. So from the ashes of that thing, do you get? They bounce back. Do you get?
Rising like the phoenix.
Yeah, do you get me now? So that's the theme. That's the right theme behind this whole story. Because basically what we're saying is that, you know, no matter what you're going through, genocide in the northeast, kidnap in north central, economic degradation in the southeast, unemployment in the southwest, whatever you're going through, do you get me now? You can be like Asaba.
Right.
You get? And bounce back. Because when I went to Asaba, I went round. Do you get? It's a bustling city. Do you get? It's things are happening. Are you getting me now? They don't. Yeah, it's oil. Delta State is oil rich and all of that. Yeah, but things are happening in Asaba. So that's it. That's the thing. That's what we're trying to push out. Like, don't let whatever is happening to you. You get? As a people, not to do that stuff. You get? To make you feel this thing.
Duke, I mean, it's not something to hide about. So I can say, Asaba, you're getting people to watch Asaba for free.
Yeah.
For 2 days.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
My question is why? Because you are spending so much money on production per day.
62 million.
For 62 million naira. And you're
this is the highest one, yes, because the last one was 54 something, 54.
This is the highest though. Where did I put Kashmir in London? That's why.
Oh, that's true. Kashmir. We have not seen Kashmir. Yeah, we have not seen it since then.
The last one was 54.
Yeah.
The last one in Nigeria was 54.
No, this combined. This Obi and Asaba. So Obi is
together.
one thing. So it's 62 million for the two.
So you're charging for Obi. We'll come to Obi. But then you're doing Asaba for 2 days for free for 2 shows per day.
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't want to. Many reasons. One, I don't want to disenfranchise people from listening to this story because of money. 2, I don't want to be seen as if I'm trying to make money out of
someone's tragedy.
Right. Yeah, you know, that's it.
So how could you get people to key into this?
Sponsors to get it done.
No, I have people that give me money whether I walk naked or not. You know,
no way.
If you have seen Duke has gone mad again, you understand what the walk naked conversation is.
You know, so there's pedigree now. You know, and, you know, like my friend would tell me, he said, "I know you can never be billionaire from this thing. So just help you. You get, so I give you 2 million, 3 million out of pity. You get me now? And so I have, no matter how huge budgets, I'll do the show. I think I'll make money over, I'll do the show because I people that give money over time.
It's your resilience for me. It's your dedication as well to want to tell the story. So I'm making this open that he's doing Asaba for free for 2 days, 2 shows per day. 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. See, I know it's at the back of my head. 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. And it's important to mention that you're doing this for free because people need to know that indeed there's someone like
most of our places are free outside Lagos.
You do outside Lagos. This is Lagos now. Not even Muson Center.
True, yeah.
So I mean, it's not.
It doesn't cost a lot of money to actually get Muson, to get the actors, to bring the producers,
to set up the place,
set up the place and set.
Who produced? Who directed Asaba?
Professor
Ahmed Yerima. I can't wait to hug that
man. And he come cheap.
Of course not. Of course not.
He's deputy vice chancellor of one university, Redeemers University, so he didn't come cheap.
He was a professor in Unilag when I encountered him years ago, and I'll tell you the story when I get to meet him.
Okay,
now,
yes, I wanted to talk about the angle for which Asaba. I don't want to don't spill the beans because
some of the things that you're highlighting.
You see, this is not a commercial production, so every opportunity that we have.
Tell the story.
Spill the beans.
All right, please, by all means, spill the beans. What angle are you coming from with Asaba?
I've told you now.
Yeah.
It's resurgence. You get, but I must tell you categorically, I've not read the script. That usually I don't read the script.
Yes.
You get me now. But the structure I get Professor Emma was that at the end of the story, everyone was when someone is walking out of the hall, person feels a new breath of energy. That say, okay, we can do that as a country. We can do that as a people. So I don't know the
You cried last week.
Yeah.
What scene were you watching?
Okay, so it was Reverend Father, but that's nobody that's why me cry. My mom made me cry because the song the guy was singing.
The guy was singing.
He
was weeping like a child.
Yeah.
No, and it was a rehearsal.
Yeah,
it was the stage rehearsal.
It was very touchy.
Like a child.
It was very touchy. So it's Reverend Father. So there's a school in Asaba called St. Patrick's, still standing there. Yeah, it's called St. Patrick's. Yeah. So the Reverend Father in that school went to go and try to save 2 of his students and lost his life in the process.
Oh.
Yeah, so he died with the 2 children. So that was him in heaven, singing that song, It Is Well With My Soul. And the guy had such a beautiful voice. He's a young boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the guy was playing the
father. Yeah. So when he sang it, so I could feel the thing carried me to. No, he first took me to the site where those children were the kids.
Because you went to visit those places.
Yeah. So I could relate. Then finally I took my mom and Jesus broke me. When he took me to those places, I was still fighting it. I don't cry for this one. Make a sound this thing. I don't cry. But then he took me to my mother and then I cried. Because my mother went to Civil War. My mother actually went to that Asaba. My mother was a soldier. So
your mom was a soldier.
Yeah. My mother went to Asaba. That's why if when I do something wrong as a child, and you go report my mom will say, don't blame my some breast milk. Because when they born me, because the war.
Oh my gosh.
So you say it. So that's the excuse. If I do anything wrong in school, they want to suspend or something, it's what you expect. The guy has made ultimate sacrifice for Nigeria, some breast milk. So leave him. I felt like they would leave me because I actually went to military schools. So those soldier schools relate. Yeah. So I was among that generation of children who were born during the war. Do you get me now? And the mothers had gone because during the war they just go to private hospitals, Lagos State government hospitals, and just pack nurses and doctors and put them in the army. Yeah, because at that point
they needed them.
So my mother was a nurse in this school of nursing that time. They just moved out to the army. From there she went.
One of the things I really love about you, just before we take this break, is that you're such a vulnerable person. And like when people see Joseph Edgar,
emotional.
You're very emotional. But you allow yourself to be vulnerable. So
it's
good. So it's, and I think it's such a beautiful thing for a man that we don't see often.
Who they chance you? Who fit chance you?
Women they chance me.
Nobody fit chance you.
Women. There's a reason. We're gonna go on a break.
92.7 Super FM.
You say that they chance. We might go chance you now. No. Christmas and then Obey is on the 25th and the 26th. 4 p.m. There's a 4 p.m. show. There's a 6 p.m. show. In case people want to, register online, what site are they going to? Let's just mention.
I don't know if what I do. It's on that flyer.
Okay. We'll mention it very shortly.
Yeah.
We'll mention where you can go and get yourself.
Is it still playing at Muson Center?
Yes.
Muson Center. On the 24th or 25th of December 2025.
Yeah.
Or just go to Duke of Shomolu Productions on Instagram. You'll get the link up there immediately. So for you, what are the things we're not going to see in Asaba the play? That you thought this is not important. You have some things that you want to show and some things you don't care for that much. So what were the things that were important for you to reflect or highlight besides the priest and his song, and the ones you didn't care to show?
No, it's such a controversial and very sensitive story.
Right.
So we're having a lot of pushback from so many quarters, both in and outside of Asaba.
Okay.
So we're having people say, "Oh, you are from Akwa Ibom, Prof is from wherever it's from. You can't tell us. You can't tell this.
Tell the Asaba story.
And you can't tell it well." We're also having people saying that, "Oh, this never happened the way they are making it look as if it happened." So so we're tiptoeing. We're tiptoeing around it, and then, but very importantly, we are also what's the word? So we're pulling out of the massacre.
Okay.
And going to the Asaba culture, tradition, their dances, their history, all of that, and it's very, 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 very beautiful. So the Asaba setup was formed by 5 brothers. Their father was from Igala. He's an Igala man, so he came down to River Niger and settled there. They married an Igbo woman across the Niger.
Across the Niger.
That's why they speak Igbo. So there are 5 divisions, and most of them are related because they're all trees are roots to the 5. And then they have a goddess. It's a goddess that they worship. So they have particular songs for her. They have to, and that's why they wear only white, because they are very clean people. So they have a lot of strings around them. So they take their back a lot. So that's why
they call it the Akpo. I don't know what the outfit is called.
Akpochi.
Akpocha. Yes.
That's white cloth.
That white cloth.
So they wear only white for most of it, and then you can't wear black. You can't wear black to the palace, can't wear black to the sacred places. Black is not very easy. And then you don't eat ogbono soup.
Oh yes, I heard that.
I didn't know that.
Asaba actually said that if you want to eat ogbono, it's hide you eat.
So you can eat okra, but you don't eat ogbono.
So all of that will show in the play.
Now I want to say something about the marriage between the other side, that is, because I know that I did the Asaba and across the bridge.
The bridge, yeah.
Yes, okay. Because someone had told me one time that there's a lady who's from Abia State, and she was about to get married to someone from Asaba, right? And her auntie was like, "This is almost never. It's not something that never happens," because she was the first and only person that's got married to somebody from the other side of the bridge. Yes, and she was talking about how it was a taboo to get married to somebody on the other side of the bridge, that is at Asaba, when you are from maybe Abia, Imo, or Anambra.
So I can't speak to that, but what I just say is that, from my own little knowledge, is that the Asaba, they have a different dialect, like I've heard. Yeah, their own Igbo is not like those other
They call it Delta
Igbo. You get, so they're totally different people. You get, and they are closer to Ibadan than they are to Onitsha.
It's weird.
No, it's politics. So during when Awo was Western region, premium Western region, so they were part of the Western region. So they had the free education, everything that came Western region. Yeah. So for them, Ibadan was more home than Onitsha. And that's why this whole thing is really, really painful to them, because they were never really Biafra.
Right.
Yes. So they were all for Nigeria. And at that point, even during the war, they had so many of their prominent citizens who were in federal civil service, who were doing great things for federal civil service, and that's why when the army was coming, they came out to welcome them, and then whatever it is happened. I get that. So, so it's a very complex story. I don't use the word beautiful because of what happened.
Tragic events, yes.
But it's a very interesting place. Very interesting people. Do you get me now? Because we from the outside see them as Igbo. They don't see themselves as Igbo.
As Igbo, yes.
Igbo don't see themselves as Igbo.
And they need a Yoruba because they're not close.
And they speak Igbo, and they're closer to Igala. Yes. So
it's a peculiar location that they're in, if we ask me.
Very.
For those who don't quite know what happened, you want to give a little hint? I know it's controversial, but
no, I won't say that there.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Because I'm a very, very influential media commentator.
Actually, yes, this is true.
Yeah. So I was very careful, because there are 2 sides to every story.
Right.
So there's one man doesn't want to hear the other side. And that's why we're having problem here now. And this is my place. You get, they don't hear the other side for obvious reasons. You can't do that to me. I can't try to defend it or justify it or say they were provoked. No, you get me now. So that's what I'm saying about it, because there's been no official
side of the story.
Yeah. As far as the Nigerian side is concerned, nothing like that happened. You get, yeah. So it's like the fella case where they say,
yes.
So you can't go and say, Nigeria, let that trouble defamation, because officially it's unknown. So I can't speak to what happened.
Okay, let's switch base to Obi. You and Obi. Let's talk from the beginning. Why did you decide to do Obi as a story among the many monumental?
Okay, so let me look for trouble now. I just do the spike and say.
Explain.
Yeah, let go and beat me. So we did get to that December.
Right.
Beautiful play. Yeah, we carried him along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, verbally, we've never really gone to anybody to ask for permission like that, go through all that route of write me, I know write you, lawyer, that kind of thing. Because those stories are all out there.
Right.
As a columnist, I used to, when they say, yeah, you need to go and get right. So if I want to go and write about Awo, my column, I need to go and take permission from his wife to write in my column that Awo was premier of Western Region. No, it's all out there.
It's everywhere, that's information.
But that was my naivety speaking. So not realizing that it's different for a musician because a musician has rights to his songs. His stories may be out there, but his songs, and then he not only has rights to his songs, he may have sold those rights to a third party.
True.
So me don't know. So me don't go meet Baba. We don't talk or we don't agree. So we had a lot of interactions with him, and things like that. He offered to even come to see the play and all of that. So we did the play. And he liked it. After the play, we wrote him to thank him for whatever. We even sent him a memorabilia of the play, and then we told him that we were going to London. And he now said that what's date in London? We told him, he might not be available that date and things like that, But these old men are very coy, So he didn't really come out to say change the date or whatever it is, So, and then we started production in London, and a month to show. A month to show, I just get a letter from a lawyer, It cease and desist, so they sue me in London, sue me in Nigeria, sue me in...
On what premise?
Career. We didn't have permission. And truly speaking, we didn't have anything on paper.
Just word of mouth.
Yeah, so we ran around trying to beg people, nobody could get access to him, went to the highest level of Yoruba society, nobody could reach him, so we dropped the play. And did
1 month to production.
To
show.
3 months to show. So we dropped the play. We dropped the play and did Catch My Hour.
Right.
So I said to myself, I'm not going to touch any musician again. Enough. And then the writer director, Boysala is Baba Sala's son.
That's interesting.
He now started pitching Obi, and I just said no, beg. From that experience, not interested, I beg. And then one day he now mentioned Obi again, and then he just hit my mischievous streak. So let me do this and turn this man, I beg. So yeah, let's do it. And then I now sent broadcast to all cases people. Ooh. Yes, because by that time I already have working with him now, so his manager, his son, all his lawyers, all them, and so I just said, man, I'm doing Obi next December. It's going to be the biggest ever musical in the country, blah, 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 blah. So you see, they all read, nobody replied me. But learning from that experience, so we reached out to Obi, and then the mistake we did guess was that the meetings that my Paul had with him, there was no video.
Right.
Nothing.
So when we now finally met to Obi, I filmed the damn thing, man. I film him asking him for permission, I film him telling me he don't agree, but he's much more structured.
Right.
Because he has an organization, so he has a PA that we could relate with. Then before going home that day, the PA had already written us officially to say that we've come for this and that they've given us the permission and all of that, so that we should please send an official whatever. So we sent an official letter, they acknowledged, it was very sweet, and then a week after that, they now called and said, that somebody in London has the rights to the songs.
Oh.
Yes. So we should send that guy the list of the songs that we're using, and we're using 16 songs, so we sent email to them. That one replied very quickly and said, we send us the amount. I'm not to pay for this thing now. Do you get it? It's NGO, that kind of stuff. I thought it was big money, and then my said 1 million naira for 16 songs. For a man who's in his 80s.
Please go ahead.
I mean, we pay the damn thing, man. So I cannot back. So maybe was expecting us to negotiate or whatever. So we paid. You get me now? And so that's why I didn't pay. But you see, very quickly, as a young boy, an Aquabon boy growing up in Shomolu, so I didn't know Aquabon people was Yoruba boy I know. Do you get me now? So every Sunday morning, my mother used to grind pepper. In those days, there was no blender. Like
the hand grinder, the table, the stone grinder.
No, we don't progress past that on that. Okay. We don't get more money. So we'll go to
the place that they used to grind pepper.
And then we grab big machine.
That blue
blue machine.
If not tomatoes you dey blend, you go wait. Those wey dey blend beans, you go wait. When we finish tomatoes, then you wash it well before you blend tomatoes.
So my younger brother has to go, and this way because my mother being an Okara woman didn't want water.
Inside tomatoes.
My brother now is doing. So one day she asked me to go, and I told him don't put water. And I was like, well, because you need the water to drain the.
Yes.
So I went and I did it well. So from that moment, my mother now made me the
official grinder.
Official tomato grinder.
So every Sunday when I go to grind, every Sunday when my mother is cooking on Sundays, the guy also had the record store where he used to play Sony.
Oh.
So that introduced me to some of those synchro. You see, so I know I used to come back. I would just sit there and listen to all the Sunday songs. And then my mother would not have to come myself to take me away. So the time, the last time coming to give me food there, I was just sit there all day and be listening to Sunday. That's how I go introduce Sunday, and I liked it. But for Obi, fast forward now, so it's like 20 years down the road. No, let's say 10 years down the road. Okay. So my father lost his job once again. My father lost his job like 4 times.
Once again.
So when you go say, "What's happening?" What else is new? The first time he shocked us.
What else is new?
Second time he shocked us, but the third time, but the fourth time we expecting it. Every time we remember, we say, "How far?" Is it there? It was just like just happening. Okay. So my mother said, "Okay, that this is my own," and that was briefed at my mother. She said, "Oh look," she said, "My mother said 2 things." He said, "If I was some other woman, I would leave. I'm not going to leave. But I'll make her life miserable." Which she did. Which she never left, but my father's not very miserable. But secondly she did was I said, standard of living would not drop.
In this house.
Okay. So we kept on living in the flats, we kept on going to the expensive schools. But when she said that, I said, yeah, well done, mommy. But I didn't know how she was going to make something not drop. If I had known, I would have supported that thing. She planned to be hawking bread. And guess who will be hawking the bread?
You.
Me.
Hey.
Fine boy, we get Afka's girlfriend.
Hey.
Hawking bread. I said, mommy, I can't.
Wait, where you take Afka's girlfriend for Shomolu?
I went to command now. So boarding school now, So my girlfriend was the most beautiful in the whole place. Afkas. Right? That's why we get Afkas. Everyone going to respect you.
Not be today.
Not be today.
Other girls going to call you. Anatomy of woman.
Other girls going to call you. They hear you say that's the girl boyfriend. I mean. So I come to hog bread. I got to my mother say, "Bread cut me. I don't make me lose the job." So my mother beats me to the place. So he's going to the bakery and to collect bread. And that time the bakery wasn't modernized. So the bakery had a clay oven. So you have to literally enter the hot air and pull the bread. Yeah. And the other my mother is like sending that Baba salad bread. And that time I think it was 20 naira. It was a very big, huge bread.
20 naira.
And then all the way in struggle with Baba salad bread. So my mother would come from the walk. My mother was a soldier where I'm in from, intimidate the other
women that trying to sell.
Stand clear. So me, I'm not jumping to the oven and pull out the bread. So when I pull out all the bread, there was now another record store. Beside. So we now sit down that record store to be putting the bread inside the bread. And that guy will now be playing Obi. And the philosophical lyrics, they get Asikomiti, whatever it is, it was talking to me that this time they are going through is temporary. So we used to listen to a lot of Obi. A lot of his songs. So at that point, I didn't need single system in my life. At that point, I didn't need man for work or daddy. That's crazy. So at that point, that Obi was like an elixir to me. Because I was sitting there, at times I would cry, because when I see my mother hawking bread too, my mother would pack her can hawk bread with me. So I would feel very helpless. But when I come out, listen to Obi, So when I met Obi, I told him the story. Yeah, he laughed, he liked it. I told him the story. The video of me telling him the story, he almost started crying himself. So do that Obi is taking me back to those days. Do you get me? And then also telling him thank you, for guiding me. Because it was a 7-year period. If I found out the job for 7 years, that last time was 7 years. So the 7th year, and I told him, I said, "No worry,
don't work again.
Don't find work again. It will not be home. We go down."
Why do you think he was losing his job so often?
No, very simple. Very simple. So my father didn't go to school. I didn't go to school. My father was a showman. You get? He was very good looking. This called him double two because he had 2 very expensive shirts. So he didn't go to school.
Only 2?
Yeah.
What?
He called him double two. And then he would walk like this. He would walk as if he owned the world in the school. But my mother was one that had the pedigree, that went to school.
That's what your kids, yeah.
We grew up seeing my father's mud hut. I slept in my father's mud hut in the village. You get? Where my mother was born on the beach. So my mother had the pedigree, my mother had everything. So my mother asked my father, insisted my father went to school. My father went to primary school, secondary school, and said, no, do it again. Now got a job in the bank. That's what killed him. When he got a job in the bank, he knows he can get work with WAEC now. Yeah, so that's like making money. Yeah, it's like getting all those promotions, you get me now. And then, but market now moved against him. You get? Market moved against him because we are starting graduating.
Right.
You get? So he can't compete anymore. Computers are starting entering. Nobody doing ledger again. Right. He's now old school ledger. It's not working for him, so they'll sack him. You get? They are now back, will now come and say, oh, we need experience. We need experience. They will now carry him again. Do you get me now? But the system is evolving.
Right.
The mind is refusing to
It wasn't evolving with the system.
But rather than evolving, he's seeing his village people are doing him. That is his uncle that is killing him because they are going to build house.
Hey.
And are you getting me now?
Oh my God.
So, but the 7th year, by the time I've come out with my masters, so I really could see what was happening. It wasn't spiritual at all. So rather than my father go to look for better himself, maybe do evening school or courses or something, he was just going through every Calabar prayer house you can find in Lagos and Ibadan. Let's go and do 14 days fasting. Go and do this or that one. Yeah. And in fact, it's too late for you. What you need to do now is so that your children, it do not happen to your children. It's a generational course, all sorts of crap. That's why when I lost my own job, the first time I lost my own job, I said, it's not going to happen to me. This thing that's how I started doing theater on the side. So now I'm far better than if I was
investment
working for
banking,
anybody.
yes.
He's still an investment banker.
Yeah.
Actively so. How are you able to merge investment banking with theatre? How are you able to do this?
No, but it's simple. It's very simple. So everybody has a chassis. Everybody has an underlying chassis. But the problem is that most people don't know what their chassis is. So who are you? So I'm a salesperson. So everything I do in life sits on that. So whether it's investment banking, whether it's theatre, whether it's
sits on sales.
I can sell. You get? So what makes me able to sell? I can talk the talk. I can talk you. I can talk the panties off your virgin. I talk the talk. Whether I can deliver it or not is a different thing, but I will talk the talk. Are you getting me now? And I'm extroverted. Do you get? And because I'm extroverted and I can talk the talk, you get? I'm a nice guy. So I have goodwill. You get? So people generally just like me.
I have to ask you a question that I know that a lot of people wonder about you. Because again, you decrease, not be insult. He's the only person, but you know that you're not a normal, typical.
No, not normal.
You're atypical, so you're absolutely different. How do you walk into rooms? There's certain sorts of people. It's like, how does Joseph Edgar even walk into this room and thrive? Because there's some, not just political people, but a certain carriage of
they envy me.
Of class. Yeah.
No. Trust me, they envy me. Because if you see, I went to what's her name now? Ijoma, former MD of RSTV 68.
Okay.
Everybody was there. Peter Obi, everybody was there. Do you get me now? And everybody was there. But me, I was wearing my jeans was shredded.
Of course.
You don't finish.
Shredded jeans.
Yes.
Of course.
Not even if I look where I can even see my something. It was shredded. Yeah. And I buttoned only one button. But I walked in confidently. I could see in their eyes. People want to do my life, but they can't. They don't understand that life is very simple. I'm kidding not. Asaba, Peter Obi came to meet me. You are a very brilliant satirist. Thank you, sir. I was sure I could meet me. They are the ones coming to my table. You get the confidence is too much. I'm telling you. But you see, I know with the pew, sky won't fall.
Be you, the sky won't
fall. I see people that are far richer than I am. They envy me. That's why they give me money to do plays. I'm telling you, they envy me. They call me. When I did that book on Anonymous People, that's when I discovered the hypocrisy of society. When I did that book on Anonymous People, I had a lot of naked women in it. People were actually paying.
I have the book, by the way.
I was selling the book 10,000. People were paying 100K for the soft copy. So I can't be seen with this book. I can't take it home.
But I can keep the soft copy.
I can keep the soft copy. Just send by email. Give me 100K. And they pay.
That's as opposed to 10K the book in hand.
But meanwhile, the book is not porn. The book is
not
just
actually
a practical relationship
conversations with amazing women on perspective on. It's called Anonymous Suppose.
Yeah.
It's actually a whole book.
So because there's small nudity, you get so the
play that you did that had nudity.
Yes. But this is how full that hall was.
When he started to promote the show, I just knew. I said, "Wow, I've come."
They're begging me to change the title. Yeah, some big corporates we are going to sponsor. I say, if you don't give me the money on this title, leave me. I don't. You see, one thing I've learned in life, you must be able to walk away from anything. That's what makes it
right.
Like, if you can't walk away from something, then there's a problem.
I mean, you almost just answered the question that I was just about to ask about the challenges that you face, how you were able to get out of it.
I don't get challenged again. No, it's not. I don't get challenged again. It's weak people that have challenge. You see, my prayer to God, I always tell people is that God should just give me good health. If I want to die, let me die Monday morning.
And you take very good care of yourself anyway.
No, as in, let me die, no. Okay. I don't want to die. At the 6 years, I get cancer again. No. If I want to die, God, just let me die on Wednesday morning. It's okay. I go. Do you get me now? Once you come to that realization that sky will fall, nothing is more important in this world than death.
In this moment.
No, than death. So anything that can kill you, you get. I cannot pay my kids' school fees. My girlfriend will take my call again, and my house rent. All those things are just very temporary. They are nothing. But because of the hypocrisy of society, you get. I won't go live where I cannot afford, or if I can't pay my house. See, let me tell you something. Somebody in my school, my daughter mentioned in England, they called and said, I don't pay school fees. They are going to kick her out of the school. I said, my sister, come back now. I should go and thief. I can't afford it anymore. When you went, pound was 300 to 1. Today, pound is 2,000 to 1. Say, okay, I'm going to have a meeting with the people. You know, that meeting with the people. And the woman was talking. I said, the way this man talking, he's talking like a Nigerian person. He don't talk like British, because the British Nigerian people don't say, I will stop her from entering the school. I will do that. When is that finished? And I said, madam, please, help me beg the girl to come back. There's nothing wrong with Bangkok or all those other places. Let her come back. I've been wanting her to come back for the past 1 year. Let her come back. I'm no longer in that pay grade that can afford that. Because if I don't pay my child's school fees, sky will not fall. Do you get me now? The woman has said, oh, you have payment plan. Oh, you don't know you have payment plan before. Oh, you're doing Shakara. Oh, so there's payment plan. Okay, let me give you my own payment plan. I pay over 6 periods, 6 months. Take it or leave it. So bring her back.
And she accepted.
This girl, your daughter is not the most. Like, I don't know that crap. You don't know that going interesting. You see, when you don't come to that realization, that's when you start doing some funny things that eventually will come and hit you, then you not come and die unexpectedly.
What is the one thing about Christmas? Are you a Christmas person?
No, I worked every year for Christmas.
Nice to meet you! Kindred spirit!
But do you love Christmas?
Not interested.
You're not interested. We're
about Grinching.
Grinch. Okay, this was Grinch.
The day your savior was born. The day your savior was born.
Who that you say that? Now which calendar confirm?
He born during
October. Christmas every day. For me, Christmas is just a position for women to exploit their men.
Wow. Joseph Edgar, off your mic.
Yeah, come on.
You guys can, this next week, 23rd, 24th, is going to be Asaba. Asaba is going to be for free.
Yeah.
So you can go and watch it for free. It's at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. But you have to register. So go to Duke of Shomolu Productions on Instagram
and check out the link in his bio and register.
And of course, Obey is 24th
and 26th. You have to pay for that one. 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. shows.
2 days. 25th and 26th. So don't forget about that. I'm going to be at Asaba on the 23rd or 24th, but I'm definitely going to be at Obey on the 26th.
I'm going to be at Obey definitely, and Asaba as well, 25th evening.
Joseph Edgar, 2026. What tease us small, just small for 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
1 minute teaser.
So we've done over 60 productions.
Yeah.
We've never used females.
Ekiti was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. We've never used female directors. Never, not even.
Tell me about to use a female director.
So the whole of next year is all women.
No, that's awesome.
So we have 6 female directors from all over the country, all professors, and then cast and crew is 70% female.
Love it.
Next year we are doing a play on Kokoro. You didn't guys know Kokoro? Everyone know Kokoro. Google them now. The blind Israel.
Oh yeah.
The drum.
Oh, I don't know much about. I know the name.
Yeah, so the professor in those universities is doing that for us, and then we are doing Makamba. Makamba is another angle of that one that we did on the about women's rights. So we're taking from another angle, Makamba. So another professor in the University is doing that for us, and then we are doing Dora. Dora is Akunyili.
No, that's awesome.
You're doing Dora Akunyili next year.
Yeah.
I know. That's
and then we're doing something on the end of Agbo. Let's
just prepare ourselves.
5-year-old female president. So it's all women next year. But then again, we're going back to London. We're taking Zik and Obi to London.
Oh, amazing!
Nice.
And then we're also doing. We may be going to America for Dankwa. So let me do something very quickly here. So we don't have institutional support. They pay me once in a while. Go pay me on Monday. Go pay me on Tuesday. Go pay me on Wednesday. Go pay me on Thursday.
As in, no institutional support.
Yeah, one institutional support. No grants.
Yes.
No support. So, for example, someone's opening National Theatre. We're the biggest theatre performing country.
Absolutely.
We're the biggest by far.
Yeah.
This year we've done 17 productions. The closest, my sister has done 2 or 3 or 4. We've done 17 massive. We spent 450 million on productions this year. So you want to open National Theatre, do you get? And it's one person you take, do you get? I would have expected that. Let's have every day.
Yes.
5 different producers and
absolutely.
Yes, that makes sense.
Now, anytime a foreign country says, "Oh, let's have a cultural exchange," we don't get mentioned. But we are employing more people in the industry than any other person. We are spending more money in the industry than any other person. We have much more sponsors than any other person. These 2 plays we have about 26 sponsors. So if you go and look at other productions, 3, 4, like that, we have about 26 sponsors. Do you get me now? As for example, Cuba says send the troop, or South Africa sends the troop. We don't get mentioned. Do you get me? So anytime we go out, we do you get me now? We listen. So like I said, at times they pay me, at times they don't pay me, at times they pay me, at times they don't pay me, but
we move. We've been speaking to
Joseph Edgar, the Duke of Shomolu,
Asaba, and Obi. Coming up
next week.
So
look out for it.